What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. I go by G.LorelleMakeup. So in today's video, you guys, we will be testing out the new Covergirl Blurring Skin Tint. This has SPF 30. It says light coverage with a soft matte finish. Now for me, having oily combo skin, this is right up my alley. And I'm just going to kind of give you a close-up of the packaging. Very sleek, very standard, simple. So we are going to put this on in today's video. I have already prepped the skin and I did do a wear test, so I will show you guys that towards the end of the video, how this held up throughout the day. And I was outside all day, so really good test to show you guys how this held up. But before we jump into the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and leave a comment down below. And without further ado, y'all, let's get into this review of the new Covergirl Skin Tint. So I do want to apologize if y'all hear my fan on, but I am a person, I get really hot. And yeah, so we're just going to jump right into it. Ignore that. I did go ahead and use this Bioma Hydrating Milky Toner first. I did just pick that up, so that is just a little skin prep. For primers, I used the Maybelline Grippy Serum on the perimeter of my face. In my T-zone, I did use the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin. This is the Water Powder Serum. So this helps control oils. So this is what I used in my T-zone. And now we are ready to go. Before we do that, I want to go ahead and apply a coat of this new e.l.f. Incredicurl mascara. So this is new with e.l.f. I did already curl my lashes with, they came out with a new lash curler. This was sitting next to the new mascara. So I currently have nothing on the lashes. That's not a bad, not a bad curl. Alright, you guys, so the lash curler was only $5. Again, I don't know if it was necessarily new or not, but it was next to the new mascara. This is the Incredicurl Curling and Volumizing Mascara. There are 3 shades: brown, pitch black, and soft black. I believe I purchased pitch black. So this is what one coat looks like. And this is me zooming you in. That's before, that's after. I think that it looks good. This retails for only $8. And it says this is a buildable, volumizing, and curling mascara that grips lashes for big, bold curl and volume that lasts. The curved dense bristle brush catches each lash to volumize, lift, and set curl for an eye-opening effect. The formula is smudge, flake, and transfer resistant. So those are some pretty big claims for an $8 mascara. So far, I really do like the application. It's a little bit more of a drier formula. It's not too wet, because I do feel like those that are a little bit more wet in texture, that is where the flaky, smudgy mascara comes in. But now we are going to go in with the new Covergirl, you guys. So Covergirl has released a blurring skin tint with SPF 30. And I'm just trying to find all the information. I did pick up the shade 430, which is medium neutral. Now it does look a little bit dark on my face, but it matches the rest of my body. I know that I've seen some people say that that's due to if you wear SPF. It obviously, you know, your face is going to be a little bit lighter than the rest of the body, but mine truly is. So this retails for $13.99. There are 14 shades on Ulta's website. Again, I've only seen this on Ulta and Amazon. But this Covergirl Clean Fresh Blurring Skin Tint is a weightless liquid foundation with a soft matte finish. This foundation contains broad spectrum SPF 30 mineral sunscreen to protect skin from the sun while blurring pores and smoothing skin for all day wear. Those are the claims, and this is what it looks like, you guys. Even though this has mineral SPF, I don't feel like you can tell compared to the e.l.f. glow skin tint that had SPF 50. Maybe it's the level of SPF that's in it that as to why it's not showing that white cast, but those are just my thoughts. So far it looks good. You definitely see that soft matte finish. Now what I decided to do was also build up a little bit more on like certain parts of the face, just to kind of, you know, build up that coverage a little bit. I do feel like it gives amazing coverage. This definitely gives like a medium coverage, like a actual foundation. So the fact that this says skin tint is crazy, but I really do like the color and the pigmentation on this one. And then I will give you guys here a more close-up of what everything looks like once it is on the skin. This is definitely something too that I feel like is very, that with that soft matte, I feel like you don't necessarily need to set this skin tint, but knowing me, I'm gonna set everything, y'all. So this is my second one of these Nars soft matte concealers in the shade Ginger. This is all I use to clean up my brows. So it's definitely time to go back to Ulta, even though I was just at Ulta, y'all. But it's definitely time to go back to Ulta and pick up another one of these. I have tried other concealers, but this is just my go-to. This is the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in the shade Truffle. This is like cream bronzer. Mine felt a little dried out. So what I did end up doing was wetting my brush before blending that out. You guys, the next video that I do is going to be a video using makeup products that I am decluttering. And so there is like multiple, like let's say bronzers or foundations and stuff like that. So we're only going to obviously pick one from the bunch, but I'm going to kind of talk about why each product is going to be decluttered. So it's going to kind of be like, this is my last time using it type of video. And I'll explain why those products I'm decluttering. This is the Made by Mitchell Liquid Blush in the shade Toasted Terracotta. This is a beautiful blush. Again, it's a more terracotta shade. I feel like it gives that bronzy look to the skin, like that toasted bronzy look to the skin. So I really do love this blush, sorry. So I definitely wanted to show it some love. And for concealer, this is the Morphe concealer in the shade Sand, which I think is 5W. So it's a little bit lighter. Right, you guys, so I'm just kind of coming back before we put our powder blush and powder bronzer. This is what we look like set with the powder, with the loose powder and the pressed powder. So for the loose powder, I just went in with the Kimchi Puff Puff Pads in the shade 02 Banana. And then around the perimeter of my face, I used the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop in the shade Tan. So even with doing a wear test, I also will still use my powders and stuff like that because I am oily. It just doesn't make sense for me to not set, especially like concealers and stuff, so that I don't crease. But you also want to make sure that all of your other products apply nicely over top of that wet base. So here I'm just using the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer in the shade number 3. This is just the powder bronzer. I really do love how soft and airbrushed the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer looks. Definitely a good staple to have in your collection. And then for the blush, I am going to use the Made by Mitchell Blush Book. This is the Volume 1 Blush Book, and there's a shade in here called 90s Nude. The 90s Nude gives me, I don't know if you guys saw it, it's like that burnt orange, terracotta, toasty type of look. So it kind of puts me in that mindset of that bronzer-ish looking blush. So definitely complements the skin. I love looks like this for more everyday wearable. And then now I'm going to set all those powders down with the One Size Glass setting spray. You know, this just came out. I do feel like it really helps lock all those powders in. And then I'm going to set over top of that with the One Size On Till Dawn setting spray. So just to kind of have that extra security, lock everything in, because again, I am oily. So I want to make sure that I have longevity in all of my makeup products. All right, you guys, so that concludes today's look. Now, really quick for the lip combo, I did use the e.l.f. lip liner in the shade Espresso Martini. You know, these are $2, so I purchased 2 of them. I will have a picture of her on the screen. When I tell you she's beautiful, but she is the one that inspired me to start kind of getting into more cool tone lip liners. And she was looking for, she does a lot of affordable makeup looks and lip combos and all of that stuff, so I really, really love that about her. But someone told her that the Espresso Martini, I guess, was a cool tone lip liner. When she tried it, I had to purchase it. Then she was looking for like a more pinky tone lip look. So in the clip before this, I had this lip gloss on. When I tell you it is beautiful, it's not goopy, gunky, none of that. But this is from LA Colors, and this is their High Shine Shea Butter Lip Gloss. This lip gloss, I want to say, is $3, if that. I believe I got 2 for $5 on Amazon for like $5. So a lip combo that's not even $10, sign me up. So I definitely recommend that. But over top, I did go ahead and put Dolce Latte from Juvia's Place, because I realized like the pink gloss didn't match my blush combo for today, so that's okay. On the waterline, I did use one of the new e.l.f. Smoky Cold eyeliners. You probably can't even really see it on camera. I do see it slightly in the mirror here, but I don't even know if that picked up. I tried to intensify it a little bit. For $3, these are not bad. They're not the worst. They are not going to have a long-lasting power. I feel like the only affordable eyeliners that ever really lasted a nice amount of time are from LA Girl and ColourPop. Those are the only different color bright eyeliners that I feel actually last on me. So those are my thoughts. When it comes to the mascara from e.l.f., I honestly really like it. I've had time to obviously wear it throughout the day. I did not notice any flaking. When I went to wash my face and wash the makeup off, there were, my eyes did not burn. Some mascaras, my eyes will burn. It did not do that with this one. So for the price point, under $10, I definitely do like this e.l.f. mascara, and I will continue to use it. I also like, I feel like they redid their lash curler. I know a lot of people weren't the biggest fans of e.l.f. lash curler, but for some reason this one I felt actually really curled my lashes. It gave them a nice little curl. So I'm not mad at the curl lash, the lash curler. When it comes to the Covergirl Skin Tint, 10 out of 10 recommend, especially if you have oily combo skin. This works wonders. I feel like the skin looks smooth, it looks soft, it looks airbrushed. A little goes a long way. I don't feel like you need too much. I'm going to show on the screen the clips of the wear test. So I started doing the makeup at around 1 o'clock. We had a Father's Day picnic at 2:30. We did not leave until 7:30. And then we went to my sister-in-law's house afterwards to hang out a little bit longer. So we end up not getting home until about almost 10:30, 11 o'clock. So from about 9 hours or so, I had this makeup on, and to say, like, to see how it looked at the end of the day, amazing. Like, minor oils peeking through, but nothing too drastic. My face did not feel slippery and just icky, and I was sweating. Like, I was literally sweating outside. It was hot. Even sitting in the shade, I was hot. So I definitely recommend that skin tint. It has been a long time since I've tried a CoverGirl base product, so this really wowed me. I also wanted to mention, you guys, I finally got in my order from Beauty Bay, which is a UK based store. So a lot of products that we can't get here in the US, I purchased from Beauty Bay. I want to say it took about almost 2.5 weeks. 2.5 weeks. I ordered it on the 29th of May. My delivery date said June 12th. But I did not get it until the 14th, that Saturday. So, and that could have been my, where I'm at. It could have just been sitting in limbo at our post office, but I was technically supposed to get it on June 12th. Nonetheless, it finally came. So really quickly, I just kind of want to show you guys what I got. This is a 42 color eyeshadow palette. This is Beauty Bay's Botanical eyeshadow palette. I feel like I do green and blue eyeshadow well. So this is what she looks like in the inside. Gorgeous. I honestly cannot wait to get into her. I feel like Beauty Bay has some really good quality eyeshadow palettes. I also purchased the Daydreamer palette. And this is what she looks like in the inside. To have some purples, some pinks, a pop of green. So this is giving more springish, summer, some pastel vibes. So I'm really excited for that as well. I did also pick up the Mini Charms 9 color palette, and this is literally all shimmers. So I really like how small and compact this palette is, because I feel like if you do a look with just bronzer, I honestly feel like that palette would look great, like a pop of glitter on the eyes. I did also purchase 2 of the Made by Mitchell Curve Case pressed powder palettes. So everyone knows these went viral on TikTok. They, you know, he came out with the cream. Now he has the powder version to match. So these are pretty much bronzers and blushes in these palettes. So I expect nothing less from Made by Mitchell, because his products are amazing. And I purchased some backups of some lip liners and lip glosses that I like from a brand called Pink Honey, but I already put them away. But that is pretty much it, you guys. I have nothing further. I hope this video was helpful to you, and I'm sorry if it was a little lengthy towards the end. But yes, you guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you all stay safe, be blessed, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.